Hello, my name is Stanley Doc Scott. I'm with the African American Economic Recovery Think Tank, located in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm sending this message out to the people of the United States. At this moment, at this very important moment in our time, Donald Trump is not fit to be president of the United States. I also want to say this. Donald Trump need to be a part of this campaign because there's a lot of issues going on in America. And because of Donald Trump, these issues will not be on the table. And I want to give him plenty of prompts on that, especially when it comes to my community, the African American community. But as a whole, he has brought some very important issues to the table. Now, number two, when it comes to Hillary Clinton, where she is fit to be president, she has a lot of issues, and a lot of it is because of her relationship with Bill Clinton. They are not a good team. But because of her position in the Democratic Party, and at this time that's taking place in America, her leadership is needed. We must stay focused, whether you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, or whatever. Let's not become all discombobulated where we do not understand what's at stake. It's not about the Democrats, it's not about the Republicans, Independent, or anyone else. It's about this country as a whole. And our country is in bad shape. A lot of injustice. And it's maybe a good time for a woman. Because if we look back through history, there has been a lot of mistreatment to a woman, period. And I want to make sure we understand I'm not giving accolades to Hillary. I'm talking about as a woman, women have been through a lot in this country. And a lot of women, Caucasian women, have stood on the side of African American women back in the 60s and many years before that. But the point that we need to grab hold of at this point is that we need leadership in this country. Compassionate leadership that understand that we all must work together, because the position of the United States and America represent the whole world. Other countries are dependent on us for leadership. And the examples that we are showing today is pitiful. So we must elect Hillary Clinton. Because as I said before many times, one thing I respect about her, she will have dialogue, critical thinking dialogue with you. And she will side on the right side, regardless of party. So it's very important that we stay focused on that. Number three, or why I say we must stay with Hillary, because the people around her. See, no matter how great a basketball player is, he needs a team. Because I'm going to use my main man right now, and my main man is with the Miami Heat, Dwayne Wade. But LeBron is the man right now as far as being a champion, but he cannot be a champion without his supporting cast. I used to watch the game when Jordan and my New York Knicks used to play all the time. Well, Jordan had solid people, Pittman, Rodman around him that made him look good. Well, in this situation, it's the same. Whether it's your family or this country, you need leadership that's open, and you have to have a supporting cast around you. No one in this world can do things alone. You can start a fire, yes, but once that fire grow into a big fire, you need help to put it out. Well, America is on fire. And I'm not talking about in the African American community, I'm talking about throughout this country. Because I say it many, many times, that's pitiful that you have people that are super rich and people out here working for $10 an hour. That's right. For $10 an hour. And you saying that you are intelligent, you educated, and most of what you have on your back has been given to you. You didn't earn it. Donald Trump is a prime example of that. Yes, he didn't make his own way. Number 4 that I want to talk to concerning the African American community. I respect President Obama. Let's make clear we understand that. And I don't respect him because he's an African American. I respect him because the way he have treated his family, the way he has worked with this country, and the things he continues to do. But I am upset with President Obama. And the reason why I'm upset with President Obama, because I can understand your first 4 years. This country was in bad shape. It was real bad shape. But those last 4 years, you could have reached out more to the African American community. I'm appalled that you have a surrogate like Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton was the wrong person to have on your team or in a leadership position. That was very bad, man. That was bad. That was a bad decision. And you allow Al Sharpton to get in the way of African American progress. Now let's make one thing clear, very clear. President Obama did a lot of great things for the African American community. But when the most important thing is he did not organize them. Now this is what he was supposed to be a master at organizing. He did not bring in the right people from the African American community. He left that up to Al Sharpton. As if Al Sharpton was the leader of the African American community. I'm appalled by that. And you can see today, where's Al Sharpton and his crew? President Obama sat down with about 60 plus so-called African American leaders under Al Sharpton leadership. No progress whatsoever. Number 5, and I'm going to say this here because it's very important. And I love the First Lady. She's dynamite. But she made a mistake. And a lot of people don't talk about it, don't understand it. But she had an opportunity one time, a very important opportunity to have the African American community. Someone asked her, who do she look up to? And it's on tape. You can look it up for yourself. And she said she looked up to Beyonce as a role model. And she could be Beyonce is a great person. But that's the best you can do to represent the African American women? Is that the best you can do? That was a golden opportunity. First off, you have to take care of the whole country. But every leader, and in this country most of them have been Caucasian, they always do something for their people. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Long as you stay within the law, you can do something for your people. And having an image of a group of successful African American women in the White House would have done a great thing for African American women in this country. Now they look up to you, a lot of them, the majority of them, but you could have impact them throughout the world. Because the first group of women should have been of all nationalities and brought them to the White House and showed the power of women in this country around the world. But number two, you should have had a special event to highlight African American women and make sure that people know these are your role models. And I don't want to waste too much time on that because it's very important. And when I'm talking to President Obama and the First Lady, we had opportunities that we miss, and you can't miss every opportunity because you have to have the right people around you to make sure those things take place. America, especially since 2000, when we had this coup that took place in 2000 with President Bush and the undercover President Cheney. We have recovered under President Obama leadership. Now, when I talk about recovery, I mean that we have a solid foundation that we can build from. And the only way we can do that, we have to have the right people to come behind President Obama. Well, at this time, whether you like her or not, and like I'm saying again, to making sure that you understand me, she had made a lot of mistakes, but she's still the right person at this time. And we should rally behind her, whether you're Republican or Democrat, especially women, because of what women have went through in this country, regardless of race. We have a segment of our community of white males, evil white males, and it's not a lot of them, probably 10-15% of them. Don't people get concerned about this white supremacist, because we can deal with them, or anyone that's out of place if we work together. But the real enemies of this country is a lot of white males that work in Wall Street, government, Yes, they grew up during the time of the Klan. And the Klan, a lot of them, during the time of David Duke, when he first came around, they moved up in government, in many positions of authority. Congress, the Senate, and a few right into Supreme Court. But we can change that. One of the best people in the media, and people overlook them, and a lot of people know about them, is Bill Maher and Bill O'Reilly. Now you see where you may not agree with them. Two intelligent people. I listen to both of them. Now I kind of lean to my man Bill Maher because he's my man. Yes, but I respect Bill O'Reilly. And we should listen to him if we want to listen to the media. And then if it's not local news or state news, we should cut the TV off because the rest of it is pure garbage. The media make money off the people paying. Let me say that again. The media today, since post-civil rights, make money off the pain of the people. Now I watch PBS and Sunday morning shows, but all the other news media stuff, unless you're talking about BBC or news media outside of this country, which is very important. But the other stuff out there, it's a waste of time. That's why this country is so uneducated. And let's talk about that educated white male. There's two types of education. There's one for school book, and the second one teach you how to live. The most important one is the one that teach you how to live, not school book. So understand what I'm saying to you people here. We need to go ahead on and finish this election. We need to put laws in place because this national election or any election shouldn't last over 6 months. That's a crying shame. That's and I use that word a lot here. That's some words my mother used to say all the time to us. That's a crying shame that we have an election in this country, the process, that lasts over 6 months. The position only lasts 4 years. My goodness, that's crazy. So I say to the community, I'm talking about regardless of race, Hillary Clinton and her team, I'm talking about Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. That's who we need to be talking to. We don't need a I forgot so quick. Miss America, Miss Universe, or whoever. That's crazy. What that's all about? Come on, Hillary. Your people are failing you. That's stupid. We ain't gonna waste too much time with that. Moving on. My man Donald, go ahead on and get your money, because after this election, you're going to make all your money back and more. So I'm not worried about you. You're going to be all right. The problem we have is the evil-minded, educated white males who been given a golden spoon all their life and don't want to give nothing back. That's what I'm talking to. And I'm reaching out to American people, regardless of what party, and vote Democrat. Let's get this country on the right track. And then after that, we go from there. But I'm going to finish on this. We need to open up the system, the political system. We need more than two parties. Because they're one and the same. We need at least about 3 to 5, minimum 3 parties. We don't do nothing but bring back the independent party. But having 2 parties is wicked. Very wicked. So, to people around the world, keep the faith. People of America, keep the faith. And to the African American community, keep your head up. Help is on the way. Thank you.